Hello, hello. How we doing? Hasn't been the nicest of weeks, neither to Roma nor to me. So Lazio gets the win, 3-2. Controversial. Let's go back to the opening goal. Okay. So Milinkovic-Savic goes in, right, completely unmarked, and you have to feel that Mancini has to do better there, right? That's like the first thing that comes to mind is where is he on that? And it's kind of unexplainable. And at this point in his career, that's something he's got to get past. If it's a one-on-one, that's what he's supposed to be very good at. He's supposed to excel at those types of matchups, right? If someone's crashing into the box, you think, okay, that's going to be Mancini's all day. However, it doesn't happen. So, okay, give him that goal because it's a good goal. Milinkovic-Savic was probably the man of the match. But then we go to the second goal, and this is where, to me, the big problem is we see that Zaniolo is definitely fouled in the box, without a doubt. There's a penalty. It should be a penalty. No questions asked. The referee doesn't even look at it, doesn't consider it. And then off of that, they take the ball down to the other side. Very quick transition by Lazio. Immobile holds it up, plays it down to Pedro, who scores, and it's suddenly 2-0. And that is such a difficult score to come back from. It completely changes the entire dynamic of the match. So Marco Guida, I believe what he said was, look, it wasn't a foul, and even if it was, Zaniolo was offside. So, okay, if Zaniolo was offside, one, your linesman did not signal it, and two, you didn't even look at VAR. Like, he turned the complete other way. He did not even give it the time of day. And that's mind-boggling to me because the player who fouled him, I forget off the top of my head who it was, pushes him in the back. It's as clear as day, and it's not even like, oh, we've seen so much, softer calls given under VAR. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that this is a stone-cold penalty that a top-tier referee let go. And that, to me, is just inexcusable. And not that it doesn't matter how Roma plays the rest of the match, but it ultimately paves how the remaining time will go. Roma fights back. Ibanez gets that off his back after him and Mancini had that mishap. He gets his goal. It was very good. They start attacking the near post. Reina was very good catching the ball all night, right? And then the third goal with Luis Alberto, I think it was. So Roma's trying to play catch-up for the entire match. Zaniolo, though, I want to give a lot of respect to him. I felt that he needed a big game. Yes, he missed the easy pass quite often. However, he was relentless. And one, he should have been given that penalty kick. And if he did, who knows how the rest of the match would have went. And then two, he causes the penalty, which Veretout converts. So that's like the type of match he needs. He needs to be totally in the play at all times, 100%. And I think that's what you got from him on that day. It's not a time to criticize him or say, he should do this or that. It was a derby. And with the derbies, you need 100% spirit, effort, grinta. And that is something that Zaniolo 100% showed in this match. There was a good tweet I read from or Ernesto Pellegrini, someone I follow on Twitter. He says, I don't ask for a center midfielder or not even an outside, a wing back, but just the responsibility of the referees and one that raises their voice when it needs to be. In 3 days, we have assisted, we have seen a red card, an absurd red card, meaning the one against Pellegrini. And this is just, clamoroso, unbelievable, just, disgraceful. And why wasn't Pellegrini there? And that's a whole thing I don't even want to get into because that was just that, of course, obviously this is going to be a different match with Pellegrini in there, holding down the center midfield. What we lost by not having him in there was just so much physicality, his presence. Sorry, fiance is calling me. And that type of balance was so missed. What he provides just in the transition, quick player, above Mkhitaryan, who's more of like you want him playing close to goal, right? And we just don't see that, compared between the two. So ultimately, I'm very disappointed by the derby, and I just want vengeance immediately. And I know it's just going to take a lot of hard work. I like that Mourinho took the boys after the match was over and took them aside and gave them like that motivational talk because it's definitely what they needed after that. And there will be Roma Lazio. That was Lazio-Roma. We will get our day. On to Thursday's match. Zorya Lurgansk, they're in 5th place in the Ukrainian, I think that's called the Premier League. The UPL, I think is what they call it. Shakhtar Donetsk, I believe, is first in that league. I just watched Shakhtar, so I don't have too much to say against Zorya. I don't have any idea who their players are, but they are bottom of Group C, along with Chiska, Sofia. And I'm just going to read off some UCL scores here from today. If you caught the match, Liverpool over Porto, 5-1. Geez. Dortmund over Sporting, 1-0. And Sheriff, I shot the Sheriff. Aaron West, I saw he tweeted that one. Excellent, 2-1 over Madrid. Atletico, I felt a little bad for Milan. Of course, I'm not a Milan fan. However, their first night back in the Champions League in 7 years. And there's a little bit of romance there. I kind of, if I don't care who's playing, I support the home team. It would have been nice for them to win at the San Siro. Also, my friend was there, Rhea, so that would have been cool for her to see. PSG 2-0. If you got to see that match, Messi's first goal with the Parisians was ridiculous. And what better way to integrate himself within his new teammates. Club Brugge over Leipzig 2-1. And that's what we got from today. So let me know what you think. I know this is a short one. Getting over my chest infection. I'm feeling too good past 2 days. Still home from work. Right after I got home from filming with Italian football TV at the studio, I started feeling just really down. If you can, give me a follow on Twitter too at this new handle. I'm still working on getting back Wayne in Rome. I'm not going to give up on that. But I'm glad to see that so many people gave me love though, and just immediately refollowed me. And I think a lot of that is just due to the respect between people and myself. That's really nice to see. I really appreciate that because it's for me, my Twitter profile was my writing career and cultural profile just all conjoined into one thing, and it's just been so disappointing and tough for me. But you can't stop. You can't stop creating. That's just one thing I really believe in. So give this a like. If you're not, give me a subscribe. And thank you so much for everyone who's been interacting, leaving comments, and sharing their love. Peace. We'll talk after the match in Ukraine.